Yes, we are live.
Very good evening, everyone.
Good
Enerjory is a
evening.
non-profit. Enerjory is a non-profit platform to engage and promote various kind of initiatives that are striving for social change, leadership building, and entrepreneurship in Assam and Northeast. During the course of last few months, we have been engaging through virtual media and inviting speakers engaged in various fields, in terms of education, in terms of animal welfare, in terms of entrepreneurship as well. To create a network amongst the people working in the Northeast. So that's the main motive of Enerjory, and calling up the speakers and guests from virtual media and hosting them. So this is the main objective of creating a network amongst the people of Assam and Northeast. So like every Friday, where we host a session on animal welfare. So tonight we have with us Rupak and Prasenjeet Paul, working in Silchar from the organization of Sporsho-Touch of the Animals. So let's welcome Rupak and Prasenjeet. Good evening, Rupak and Prasenjeet. How are you?
Hello, good evening. We are fine.
Good evening. I'm fine.
Great. So, how was your day, Rupak?
It's quite good, quite hectic too,
Mhm. So,
because
how did you?
we have to manage all our daily day-to-day works
Mhm. Right. So, how did you, spend your Gandhi Jayanti?
by serving our street animals, our rescued animals.
Beautiful. What
Exactly.
other, beautiful way of, serving the Gandhi Jayanti can be. So, Rupak just wanted to know something about, your initiative, your organization, Sporsho, Touch the Animals, and how come came out with such a beautiful name.
Actually, hi team, hi everyone. My name is Rupak Paul. I'm basically from Silchar. Actually, 2 years back, in the year of 2018, May 2018. So one of my sister got to know about an injured dog who was lying on the road and was suffering. So then she called me and one of his sister, and we, along with everyone, we rushed to the place, and we have felt that moment that it is quite difficult, that the animal, the starving situation, the pain we have seen, it touched our heart actually, and we got emotionally broke up. So, but whenever we are seeing any such cases, so we need to move ahead. We have to keep all the emotions aside and we need to move ahead. So accordingly, we have act on it. So then it takes 1.5 months to recover that baby. It was an Indian Padiya. So his name was Disco, and he was suffering with severe Magorsone pain on her scalp, on her head, top portion of his head. So like that, after in between 1.5 months, now we have seen so many things. We have felt so many things, like how people are working in other areas, how our systems are working, how in our locality we just got to know about one case. There may be a hundred and thousands of cases we cannot reach, and we even don't know about the things, how people are managing and how animals are suffering. So based on that, after the recovery of Disco, so we sat with 4 5 people. I have to mention their name because without their presence, it could not be possible. Could not be possible because uh, main thing is that whenever you are trying to do something, you need a team, and if your team is with you, then you can go to any extent. You can go to anywhere. So I need to mention the name, Mrs. Aparajita Chakraborty, Shagorika Chakraborty, that is then Budev Chakraborty, Sushant Roy, then Paula Shaha, then in between 4 5 people I was also a member. So in we have started with 5 members only. So we thought that if just give a chance, just give a try. So, but to form a team, it takes 4 months, because within a night you can't form a team or you can't do anything. Everything needs a time. Everything needs, you need to work out a plan. Then you have to come out with this plan, so that you can act accordingly. Then after in June 15, we sat in meeting. We had a meeting with our 4 5 people. Then we have decided to open a group, to start a group. So we have named Sporsho. That is in Bengali, because here maximum our community peoples are Bengali only. So the Sporsho actually defines, that is touch. So that means whenever you are touching something, whenever we will be going, or we are going for rescue, we need to touch with the emotion, with the feeling, with the pain. So that's why, because the name comes, that is Porsche, and this beautiful name has been given by our president, Mr. Sushant Roy. So, so we are really very thankful to him. So then there is touch the animal. So that means Porsche touch the animals. The name itself is saying, there is a meaning that we are touching that animal to cure or to protect or to save or to give proper love and all.
Right.
So we have started our group on 4th September 2018. It was a rainy day, and I have just now I have mentioned that our name is given by our president, that is Mr. Sushant Roy. So it was his son's birthday. So we have decided to start our group on a normal street animal feeding. So on that morning, on 4th September 2018, in the morning 6 a.m., 5:30 to 6 in the early morning. So we have just started with normal biscuits and bread, and there is banana for cow and nearby stray dogs and all. So you will not find any cats in the road. Maximum you will find
Right.
cow and dogs only.
Dogs. Right.
So yes, so we have started this on 4th September, and still we are going through with this. Then when the first few months, we searched for a case, we searched for an injured animal. We went to the locations, and we always keep our eyes here and there, so that there should not be an animal who are suffering. So at least we can give him a try. We can give a try to save that an injured or
Right.
suffering animal. So, but after 2 3 months, so we got a good response. We got a good support from our city itself. That is our Silchar city itself, and we got so many notifications. We get starting receiving the calls and all. So in the Facebook page messages also. So by this, from this now today we are on this. We have saved at least around 130 animals, and in 130 animals, it's cow, it includes cow, that is dogs, maximum street dogs, cows also. We have saved 3 4 owls, then birds, and so many things. One monkey also we have saved from our little bit from our city, little bit far away from our city. And we have saved 8 horses. Eight
Wow.
horses. Horses, you can say donkey. You can say donkey, and that too at Dibrugarh. That were
Wow.
Dibrugarh. So over telephone we have arranged something, and somehow they all were saved. This is all about us. We have sent for adoption at least 60 to 70 animals we have given for adoption, and still now we are having 7 8 critical cases. All are
Right.
actually all are paralyzed. All are
Oh.
paralyzed. All are paralyzed. Maximum it is hit and run cases. Hit and run cases. They hit by a vehicle and all. So that's what we are doing now, as of now. And just few minutes back, I have mentioned now that we are spending our Mahatma Gandhi Jayanti by serving our animals. So it's our regular duty to serve them. Though we don't have our own shelter, So we are keeping at one place at one dog, another place at another dog, or like this we are doing. We are continuing our journey. In that journey, so many people have sponsored our feeding also. Street animals feeding. So many people. We usually feed with boiled rice and boiled chicken, and then and maximum most of the time we are doing this. Apart from this, that boiled egg is a nutritious, no? It gives
True.
immense amount of nutrition. So we have given we are doing this with this also. Sometimes we are especially we selected day for our cows feeding also. Apart from normal stray dogs feeding, so we are arranging cows feeding also. There we give banana leaf, then jackfruit leaf, then biscuits, then bread, then bananas. Whatever we are having, whatever we can, we are doing. We are doing.
Right.
So many people have so many people. I will not say that people are not supporting. Yes, there are some people. In every aspect, you will see some positive and negative points. Merits,
Right.
demerits are always there.
Yes.
So, but someone has mentioned me that when your intentions become good, then ऊपर वाला जुगाड़ लगा ही देता है. Like this, like
Beautiful.
this, like this. So that's all about our little journey, and we are continuing. And last month only we have completed our 2 years. Second
Wow.
anniversary we have completed. So it's three
Congratulations to your
it's
team.
3+. Thank you. It's all about from our side.
So, Prasenjit, how is your, organization contributing for the voiceless animals? And also, what would you like to say the main reason behind, hit and run accident? Are people, so damn careless about the voiceless? Or maybe there are some
Actually,
other aspects too.
no, the thing is awareness.
Mm-hmm.
All the vehicles, all the drivers, they are least
Mm-hmm.
aware, least bothered about this. Okay. The main reason behind the hit and run is the reason that they are least bothered. Okay. And what should I say? The owner of the dogs, cats, cows of our locality, they live on
Mm-hmm.
the road. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They live on the road.
Yes.
Most of the cows in our locality, they don't have any perfect home or shelter, but they
Right.
are they are owner. They have the owner. So
Mm-hmm.
this is the main reason of hit and run. And
Okay.
even the administration is least bothered about this. Okay. So, in their language, they are animals. They have nothing to do with that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So our Sporsho, this is the first organization who is means working for the street dogs, street animals, whatever
Mm-hmm.
animals, cat, dogs, cows, goats, buffaloes, everything. And actually, the all the cases we are having now, 7 to 8 critical cases, all are paralyzed and all are accident case in the road. Okay, and they are very severe. And sometimes it also happened that while reaching, before reaching, all the animals died.
Right.
So we have
So,
to work for that. Actually, there is no
mm-hmm.
firm law. There is no
Mm-hmm.
firm law for that. Okay, and the administration, the local peoples, they are also unaware. They are supporting. They are supporting because
Mm-hmm.
we are on the front line. We're in the front line working for them. Okay,
Right.
but most of them are unaware of the fact. So the awareness is more important. You can say
Mm-hmm.
that we have done 5%. We have done 5% of awareness, but the
Mm-hmm.
minimum 50% should be 50% people should be aware of that. Then our
Mm-hmm.
problem will be solved. That's it.
Right. सो अगर आप एक्सीडेंट की बात करते हो तो काफी टाइम आप जिससे कि आपने बताया कि पीपल आर लीस्ट बॉदर्ड अबाउट देयर पेट्स और आल्सो इवन द व्हीकल ओनर जो उनको हिट करते हैं तो ये एक्सीडेंट्स मैक्सिमम आपका दिन के समय होता है या रात के समय बिकॉज व्हाट आई प्रिज्यूम और व्हाट आई अज्यूम कि दिन में तो चलो लोगों को दिखता है सो दे कैन अवॉइड सच एक्सीडेंट हिट एंड रन वाला बट व्हेन इट कम्स टू डार्कनेस तो मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम क्या होता है कि जो स्ट्रे एनिमल्स होते हैं वो दिखते नहीं है, सो इट कैन लीड टू एक्सीडेंट. सो what I suggest is personally what we have done in with our NGO too, because there's something called reflective collar जो हम stray animals को पहनाते हैं. तो this can avoid major accidents, and around 30 to 40% accident percentage has gone down. It's as per my personal observation. So आप
But
लोगों ने कुछ ऐसा इनिशिएटिव लिया है
but
regarding the reflective collar?
there is a drawback of the collar. Okay,
Exactly, exactly.
there is a drawback. The dogs or cows with collars are very friendly. I'm not speaking about cows, especially about dogs. The dogs with collars are very friendly, and it is easy for the smugglers to spot that dog and take him away.
Exactly, exactly. And it has happened also.
And
It has happened also. We have done
our
it.
Silchar is the corridor of smuggling. Our local dogs are smuggled to Manipur. Our local dogs are smuggled to Nagaland. Our local dogs are smuggled to Mizoram. And Silchar is the corridor of that smuggling business.
It's the hub, you mean?
Yes, yes. Silchar is the hub.
Okay.
So because of that, we have actually we have tied at least 30 to 40 dogs last year. But when we got to know about that, so we immediately removed all the reflective tapes, because we can't abuse, we can't give them a chance to understand that this dog is friendly. This dog is there only. We can easily take him away or take that dog away. So we immediately removed all that reflective tapes.
So
Every I told you that every single things has a merit and demerits also, and we and we have undergone with that demerits.
The smugglers find a way.
Yes, actually.
Okay. So आप लोगों ने कुछ ऑफिशियली या एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव के हेल्प से कुछ एक्शन लिया है इन स्मगलर्स के अगेंस्ट, the people who are associated with such such inhuman acts?
Actually we have, हम लोग गए थे, ठीक है, we have let them aware of the fact that the dogs are smuggled to nearby states. But they are least bothered.
Okay.
They are least
Exactly.
bothered.
Because they even don't know the laws of our animal, animal laws. They even don't know. Whenever we are going for anything, so actually whenever we are trying to give an or lodge an FIR to that our local police station, they whenever we wrote that as per IPC section 420 429, animal cruelty is the crime. So they always look at our face like that. What was that? What is that law? What is that section? What is that this? So these are the things we are facing. But yes, will not say that they are not cooperating with us. Whenever we need their help, they are cooperating with us. We have done so many street plays like rallies. Like in Diwali, we have organized a rally. That in our founding day also we have done. They all are supporting. But the thing is that when it comes for law, they becomes little slow, because they also even don't know about anything. That especially a few minutes back, Sporsho-Touch has rightly mentioned that awareness is the most important thing for anyone and for every place.
Right.
That's why.
So I have received two questions. One is from Anshuman, and the other is from wait, let me go through the questions. Okay, Anshuman says, like, he has a question. Is smuggling is such a big issue there?
Yes. Smuggling is nowadays, after lockdown, it has become a very big issue, because we have been, many dogs are missing. Even there are less number of dogs in our locality now, street dogs.
Exactly. And the
that might be because of lockdown, but that is not the reason. The reason is they are smuggled.
And they got the opportunity to smuggle because roads become empty. After 7 or 8 or 9, the road becomes empty, and they got the bonus point.
Right. So And Aparajita has a question like hit and run cases are common nowadays. How can we overcome from that problem? So what as per you, Rupa, can be a solution for the same?
Okay.
Actually, what Rupak said earlier, the roads are empty.
Mm-hmm.
They drive mercilessly. Even they are
Okay.
Yes,
least bothered
exactly.
about human beings and their
Mm-hmm.
animal. That is what they think. They are least bothered about human beings and their animals.
Okay.
So
So how
perhaps
can we overcome?
with the
We
help
have
of
to.
administration, with the
Yes,
help of
exactly.
administration, we have to
Mm-hmm.
create awareness, mass awareness. That we will do. It will take some time because for
Mm-hmm.
that we need some power, means manpower. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and we are very less in number actually. So for that reason, we have.
Gradually, we all are trying. So hopefully by coming months, that problem will be solved. Actually, on every day we got a call that there is a cow lying on the road and it was hit by a vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
In today also, that's a few hours back at around 3:30 p.m. We got a call from our locality area that near
Mm-hmm.
station area that there is a cow lying in the road and it's become injured and from his that paws it's bleeding heavily, it's bleeding seriously. So we went to the location and we enquired that and we found that some vehicle has just crossed on his on that cow's feet. So we have tied with the medicines, the necessary medicines after consultation with the vet, and
Mm-hmm.
we have bandaged that area with some necessary medicines and all.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we are receiving. In last 2 days back also, we found a dog lying on the road, but thanks to
Mm-hmm.
that person, Mr. Singh, who has provided us shelter to treat
Mm-hmm.
that baby girl. She is nearly it is 1.5 year old baby, but she is suffering with paralytical issue. So that's what we are facing, and we are trying our best. We are doing so many social
Mm-hmm.
awareness. If you go through our page, Facebook page, you will find so many social awareness campaignings we are doing in our
Mm-hmm.
personal profiles also, or whenever we are going for a rescue. Whenever we are going for a rescue, there you will find that 2-3 people are supporting and 10 are just laughing and seeing the
Right.
and all. They all are laughing. So
Mm-hmm.
that 2-3% is very much important for us. Actually we care
Right.
about them only, and we are working with that people. We are working those peoples who are supporting us whenever we are going for a rescue. So we are
Mm-hmm.
trying to ever on spot. So we are trying to that local pawn shop or local grocery chain shop or a vendor or a auto driver who informed us. Informer can be anyone. We got so many
Mm-hmm.
calls from a cycle.
Yeah, his network connection have been troubling. I think
Yeah.
he just left the meeting. I guess he will try. Yeah, he's here. So can you hear us?
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Are we audible?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Network is
So I think there
disrupting.
is some network
Yeah.
issue from Rupak's end.
Yeah.
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay.
Are you there, Rupak?
So
Yes, yes.
Uh,
Hello.
Hello, Rupak.
Hello. Yeah, yeah, I'm there.
so
okay.
I'm just stopping your video for now, and then we can try
Okay,
again
okay, okay,
later.
okay. Okay,
Yeah.
sure, sure, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Go on. Yeah.
So this is how we are trying to cover. We are trying to
Mm-hmm.
educate our people and our respective areas whenever we are going for a rescue. We have done so many news as also, so many live videos as also from
Mm-hmm.
our home during that lockdown. Because during lockdown, we have received numerous number of that is hit and run cases calls, injured animal
Mm-hmm.
calls. Because
Right.
people are very less. People become very less in the road, and the roads become empty. So whenever people are going, they just hit and run away. So I will not blame that 100% is possibilities of a driver to against that hit and run case, but uh, at least 70 to 80% response we are only responsible if our speed will become in a limit, so that whenever we are seeing something in front of our bike or in front of our eye, so that we can immediately stop that car or vehicle, whatever we are running. So we should be in our limit. Our speed limit is very much important. So it becomes very difficult for us. So we are trying to we have plans. We have talked to the administrations also. We are trying to do so many street plays with the administration. So let's hoping for the best. Hope this problem will solve. At least if
So
it is not solved, at least that percentage of hit and run case can reduce.
It may be lessened.
right. So yeah, in the
Yes.
same way, Sushant also has got the same question in the same direction. That is there any possibility to involve traffic police to reduce the hit and run case?
Actually, the thing is, most of the hit and run cases are occurs in the highway. Okay, it takes place in the highway, and there is no traffic actually. There are the hit and
Exactly.
most of the cases are in the highways only. And one thing, we have the very least infrastructure in the veterinary department. We don't have
Exactly.
X-ray and all. So that is the most we do treatment, but we don't have any proper equipments for that.
Right.
Exactly.
The reason they take
Okay.
much
They're
time
taking
to
much
get
time.
equipment. Yeah.
Okay. So how has been the veterinary hospital there been? Like, are they coordinating and helpful?
Yes.
They are helpful,
Yes,
but
they are helpful
we have
with less
don't have any
resources.
sophisticated instrument. We don't have any sophisticated instrument for blood test, for sonography, for X-ray,
X-ray.
for physiotherapy, for everything. We have to do it by
Right.
ourselves with the help of the doctors, but we don't have any instruments yet.
Right. So do you people, whenever you face such kind of incidents and accidents cases, so do you people go to the veterinary hospital or the private clinics?
No, veterinary hospital itself.
Okay.
Sometimes it becomes very difficult for vet to join us on the field. So and sometimes it becomes very difficult for us to go there and treat. So based on their what I say, based on their guidance, uh, we have to do
Yeah.
it, and we definitely actually most of the time we try to do with the vets only. But
Okay.
you are also a member of the animal welfare group, so you will be understanding. You are understanding that what kind of situation and the on
Right.
spot situation, what can be the situation on spot, because you have no other option. Either you have to do it or you have to move. We have to move forward to the veterinary hospital and all.
Right. Okay. So, like you mentioned that your organization takes care of feeding, rescue, adoption. So, is there any, do you people go for vaccination drive too?
Yes, actually, last year we have done the vaccination camps in our locality area. We have vaccinated around 20-25 dogs in our locality area. This year we have not gone through it. We are planning to do it soon. We are planning to do it.
Okay.
And because of the
Okay.
lockdown issues, also you can
Yeah.
say that
We could
resources
not
are not
contact.
there. People are not coming out.
Mhm.
So our plan is not working out actually. So we are planning on it.
Okay. Mhm. So Sagarika has a question like why vaccinations are important for the street dogs.
Yeah. So uh, I think you are already aware of the disease of distemper or the parvovirus,
Yes. Mhm.
right? Since you
This,
are working
this.
with the animal welfare, So whenever, and the
Right.
rabies also. So actually the thing is that distemper is a very fatal disease. It actually damaged all the central nervous system of a body, of an
Mhm.
animal's body. So it becomes very important, or very it is very utmost required for our society to do the to give them or to provide them a vaccination, or at least a rabies,
Rabies.
anti-rabies vaccination to our street dogs,
Mhm.
because rabies is also a very dangerous disease.
Right.
It may leads your dogs on a mental condition, mental sickness
Mhm.
also. And whenever, if the dog is vaccinated, then if the dog bites you, then it will not cause any hamper to you. It will not
Right.
cause any hamper. But
Mhm.
you will, how you will know that this dog is vaccinated or not? But
Right.
nowadays we are receiving, and we are seeing that so many people are aware. Like whenever we went for feeding and all, so
Mhm.
some of the people says that yes, these people are doing great, so let us start from our side also. So the
Mhm.
thing is
Okay.
that when a dog bites, whenever they will receive a stone, they will get a
Mhm.
stone from your side, so
Mhm.
then they will become aggressive, then they will become
Mhm.
fear, they will have a fear that
Mhm.
this humans are harmful for me. But
Right.
whenever you will give a food to them, whenever you will provide a food to them with some amount of love, then the
Mhm.
situation becomes under control. Biting cases become very less. Biting cases become very less nowadays. Earlier, we used
Mhm.
to hear that this dog has
Right.
bitten,
Mhm.
this bitten by a dog. But nowadays,
Mhm.
it becomes very less. Becomes because
Yeah, it is
Right.
very.
people are accepting. People are accepting that this is our in our life. This animal's life is also important. Not everyone, but
Mhm.
some of the people are really thinking on that way. That's why we are moving ahead, because without support of a local people, we can't move ahead. We really can't move ahead.
Right. So, Prasenjit, what are your future goals, plans to enhance the life and doing the life a bit better for the stray animals?
Actually, we have to do it step by step. As of now,
Mhm.
we are looking for a shelter. We are
Right.
looking for a permanent shelter for our
Exactly.
organization. Okay,
Mhm.
and for shelter we even need caretaker. 2 or 3 caretaker is very much
Of
essential.
course. Uh-huh.
Okay, because all the critical cases is in our custody. And secondly, we have to submit. We have to make aware to the administration that the veterinary needs to
Mhm.
be improved. And we will very soon, maybe after Puja, we will submit a memorandum to the state veterinary hospital through the district administration for that. Because until and unless the state veterinary is improved, we can't do anything because we don't have any
Exactly.
sophisticated instrument.
Mhm.
Okay, and it is very hard to handle a paralytic dog. Rupak is handling one paralytic dog. One paralytic
Because
dog is in his room.
yes, yes,
Okay,
yes.
Rupak can say that very well.
Yes, actually, we are doing the physiotherapy by seeing the YouTubes, or by the guidance of our vets, or
Mhm.
sometimes we used to call other state doctors also. We are
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
whenever whatever in our capacity, we are doing that.
Right.
But we are not
So
sure
basically,
whether it will work or not because we are unaware.
so
Yes,
mhm.
exactly.
So basically, you need to work on two things
Because
like
we
as
are
you mentioned.
suppose in my home there is a dog. Hello.
Hello,
Yes, we can hear you, sir. Hello, sir.
hello.
Yeah,
Hello.
actually it's because of poor network.
Yeah, the
Can you
network
hear
is.
us, sir, now?
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
can yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Rupak, continue.
So I was just mentioning that one case. I have a dog in my home. It's
Mm-hmm.
around from last 3.5 months, last 4 months.
Srinagar.
It's at my home. So we are doing we are doing our best from our side. But the thing is that it becomes very difficult to understand that which bone has been dislocated, which
Right.
part of the body is been paralyzed.
Mm-hmm.
Paralysis can be at any place, any nerve can be damaged, or
Right.
any single nerve can be blocked. So we are not aware of that. We are doing it
Maybe
Mm-hmm.
they are not
from
paralyzed.
our side. Yes, that also there is also a chance. There is also a
Mm-hmm.
chance.
Maybe their
Right.
bone is dislocated, but without X-ray,
So like this,
we can't say.
Right.
yes,
So I have
which part
received
of
one.
that bone is been dislocated, or the it become misplaced and all.
Mhm. Right. So what, as per you, like steps can be taken by the medical infrastructure for the betterment of the treatment of animals in Silchar?
First and foremost, actually, we need a day and night treatment service, which is
Mm-hmm.
unavailable here. Okay. And secondly, the sophisticated instrument, X-ray, blood test, and all that. Okay. And thirdly, doctors. There are very less number of doctors in the veterinary. It
Mm-hmm.
becomes very hard for us to take the cases, paralytic case, uh, and renal case, and the tumor case. There are many cases.
Right.
Most important thing is that in our veterinary, yes, Prasenjeet has rightly mentioned, we need a day and night service.
Mm-hmm.
We are genuinely in need of that service. And one more important thing, we need a room. We need 2-3 rooms to keep for
Mm-hmm.
keeping a dog or a cow in that room itself. In a hospital, like in Guwahati, also I have seen there is a room where the people are people are paying. It's a bad fees. They
Mm-hmm.
are bad charges they are paying, or the surgeries they are doing. But here it is not available.
Right.
So it should be that we need it at most in a very urgent basis. We need it. So we are working for it. We are
Mm-hmm.
planning to talk with the administration people or the Animal Authority Board of India, and we are on it. We are working on it.
That's great. So just wanted to know a few more things. Like, do you think the laws and the rules of our Indian, judiciary and for the animal welfare, it's adequate to, stop animal cruelty?
Yes, laws are there, but people are not aware of that law. I can say, or you can say that people are not taking seriously.
Mm-hmm.
People are not taking. Like today, if I hit a bike, if I run a vehicle on the animal, and I
Mm-hmm.
ran away, and there is a two three things. One thing is that there is no CCTV in the roadside. It's a failure of administration. You can say failure, or you can say
Mm-hmm.
anything. I can say it failure because um, if the camera will be there, then we can trace that number also, that who
Person,
has
yeah.
done this, and we can give
Mm-hmm.
a proper educate them, or we can give them we can aware them about the laws and all. So that from next time,
Mm-hmm.
whenever he will go on, whenever he will went out with a bike or a vehicle, so that that thing will be remind in his mind, in their mind, that there is a law, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm undergoing with this. I have undergone with this law. Laws are there, yes, but no one is following, and even uh, I can assure you that 5% of our people will know about this law. that animal cruelty and any other that. Yes, there is a law that whenever you are, I have seen so many times. I have seen that if people are sterilizing the dogs. Yes, people are sterilizing the dogs, and they release they after the successful surgery, after the prevention period is over, they release the sterilized dogs in a other's place. I've seen so many times, and I have asked the question too, but they don't even bother to
Answer.
give an answer. They don't even bother, and but as per law, this is punishable. This is, you can't do that. If you are, as per the animal birth control rules of 2001, I think, if you are sterilizing a dog or a cat from a roadside, so you have, after that you have do you have to release that dog or a cat on the same place itself.
Yeah, we can't relocate.
And our municipality people, yes, we can't relocate, and our municipality people also don't remove that dogs or cats from that area, that locality.
Right.
But most of the people are not aware of that.
So Melinda has few questions.
Sure. Thank you, Rupak and Prasenjeet, for doing all this hard work.
Pleasure is our side.
So I wanted to ask is, first of all, how do you keep going? Like, many times you see so much of cruelty, we human doing the cruelty. How do you go on first
Yes.
doing this? And second is that, how do you stop or how do how do you still like human? Because when you go on seeing this cruelty, don't you have some anger against human sometimes? This question personally to both
Yes.
of you. What do you do to keep yourself going and not to be
So
mad and angry with human?
Being
yes.
angry is a
So
human
first, I
nature.
would like to answer.
Okay,
Okay,
go ahead.
you go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I think we lost him again.
Prasenjit, why don't you
Yeah,
go ahead?
yeah, he's here.
Like, being angry is a human
Yeah.
nature. We face the problem every day actually, and they are human haters too, and animal haters too. They threw stone at dogs. We face them every day. Even I have 17 dogs. All are rescued in my area, in my home.
Yes.
Can't imagine, the situation is so pathetic. At night when dogs bark, the people complain in the morning that, yeah, why they are shouting at night, why do you keep so many dogs, why don't you leave them in the road, why don't you leave them in the field? You can. I said no, I'll not do anything. I just don't quarrel with them, but I don't answer them. And some are very friendly, some people are very friendly. They have seen me serving them, rescuing them from pathetic condition, treating them, and they are all fine now. All the rescued dogs were injured actually, and all of them are now fine.
So you started in 2018. Since
Yeah,
last 2 years, do you
Yes.
guys see any change yet? Is there anything changed? Do you think people are
yeah,
slowly become friendly or educated or awareness?
yeah. It has changed a lot, and there are many changes
Yes.
to take place. Since 2018, we have rescued more than 163 dogs, approx 163, and we have done adoption of,
Including dogs and cows.
yeah, and we have done how much, Rupak, adoption?
Adoption is around 70, 75.
Yeah, and all are happily adopted now.
Great.
Yes.
So
and
that was my
and
question.
and one process we are doing, that after a few months, after adoption of a few months, we are following up with the our adopter who has adopted, and we are posting it on our social media also, so that people can be aware that that street dog was suffering with that problem, and now after 3-4 months he or she is happily living with his new family. So it creates a positivity. And I just want to give a one answer, Milin sir, I think, if I'm not
Yeah.
wrong.
Yes.
uh, so I want to give a one answer. You asked about that, no? That how you control your anger and how you all are moving ahead. So I have read somewhere that whenever you are posting any cruelty video or a cruelty things on a social media, like people nowadays, people are very much socialized. People are very much involved in Facebook and WhatsApp and Instagrams and all. So whenever they are seeing any cruelty, they just take a video and post it on social media. Some of are doing it for the for to stop that thing happening, and some of our people are posting on because of getting a few like or few shares or this and all. But one thing I just want to say, that whenever you are seeing any cruelty, you have to take the video. But whenever you are taking that video, don't post it on social media and all, because uh, the person who is doing the cruelty, he is already a mentally sick person, and he don't care about he will become famous on what you will do with him. He don't care, and he don't even bothered about the laws and all. Because of that reason only he is doing the cruelty. Because of his mental sickness only he is doing the cruelty. So I will suggest them, just record the video and hand over that video to a proper person, or the what I can say, to the right person, so that they can utilize this video on a better way. We have to show them to the administration that this person is doing this. We need to take a stand, and accordingly we can move ahead. But the thing is that sometimes we become failed in that process, but still today we are going with that only, because so many hatreds we are facing, we have faced, and we are facing. Whenever we are going for a rescue, people love at us, by seeing the situation. आ गया यहाँ पे मुंह उठा के, अब क्या करेंगे देखते हैं, वो लोग खुद को डॉक्टर समझते हैं, blah 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 and all. So what we are doing, we have to be an animal lover. My mom always used to say it, or some of my friends also used to say that an animal lover should be a kind person, or he or she has to be a calm mentality, has to have a calm mentality. His temperature should be a balanced temperature, so that he or she can handle the situation very cleverly. That's what's up.
And
So you have
assaulting someone in this matter is not the solution. If you are a true animal lover, you should never assault to the person who is assaulting that animal.
so it's great that you have keeping track of how many numbers you have rescued and all that. So are you planning to register?
Yes.
Your organization register already?
No. We are going for
Or in the
we
process.
are already processing for it. So
Okay.
I think by the end of this year, it will our group will get registered.
Actually, all the process halted because of the lockdown.
Lockdown issues, because we can't move here and there, na? Because we need
We
to go to
really
Guwahati and all.
sure. And maybe if there's ways that we can help out, please let us know, because we would really
Definitely.
like you guys to register, and more register
Yes.
organization are there for animal welfare. Then we can work together. We can, fight it together. To
Yes.
rise
Yes.
the
Yes.
level.
Definitely.
We would, we are working with Paul and Paul's foundation with Nandini Barua and
Yes.
stuff
Yes.
like
Yes.
that.
Yes. They are based at Guwahati.
Yes, and we are
Yes.
also working with the structure for Purpose Foundation. As we are working with their structure, then we would like to share that information. We are right now doing a booklet for, say, animal, so cat. or any dogs. For example, I recently rescued 3 dogs from the street. So I have to go on
Okay.
collecting underneath that. What should I do for the skin disease? What should I do for the what do you call what deworming? All those
For
things.
providing a first aid and all.
Yes.
At least.
So we have a document, and we would like to share that all. Once we review it and all, then maybe you guys can also use it, and you can modify that. You know, because this is a common.
Definitely. This will be helpful for us.
Okay. So similarly, we are trying to do a structure so that as you are having, I do not know how many members you have in your.
Pardon?
Sorry,
Hello.
how many members do you have in your
We
organization?
it's 32 people.
Okay. So, whether you guys are really structured, how do you have some people working on adoption, some people may be working on social media, some people may be working with website. Have you designed a website? Have you put adoption process on web, in the website, you know? And we are creating a website now for purpose, then maybe you can have a similar way, because then you can some of the work could be done online. You may able to delegate the work for the people who are adopting. They may be able to see the pictures, they may be able to fill up the application online, right? How you have to think also how
Yes.
you delegate the work to the people who are adopting rather than you filling up the form, right? So once we mastered, we are,
Yes.
right now we are learning, and we have, people who are working in living in US who are helping us, because the animal shelter in the US are much ahead of us. So we are trying to get their knowledge from
Yes.
them
Yes.
so that we can fast forward. You know, the animal shelter in Minneapolis is built in some 1860s. All right, and then what classes they do. Along with
Yeah.
that, there is an education section for your education, so that they teach the community. They also does they do various classes with the school, for private or public school. They will have animal painting class, animal photography class, and whatnot. And all these are ways also to earn money for your organization, right? So that's why I'm
Yeah.
emphasizing that, why once you become an entity, official entity, we can have more and more, collaborate more and more. We are trying to get all these people. Right now we have a small group. We would love to add you guys on that group, where we have people from Jurhat and Dibrugarh, who are running an organization. Slowly, as we inviting them, we are also adding them, so that if you need some help, if you do not know something about, say, cat treatment of cat, maybe Indira Amma may know, or maybe Nandini knows, because they are doing it for 2016. How can we bring together, and how could you go against the government, not against, but ask the government about providing a cremation ground, or a lift, or a shelter each area, all this thing. you know in Guwahati, they're supposed to have a cremation ground for animal in 2017. What
Yes.
happened? Nothing happened after that. And we are not even, it came in a paper, but nothing happened. And nobody is there to ask questions. But now, luckily, we have animal, what do you call, human Society International, where Nayanika is there, sees a law. A human right law network also said that they are going to collaborate with us. So we will work together. So would like to basically, first of all, get your approval to be added to the group. And my last question is, what about end of life? If they do you do, Because I live in US for 25 years, okay, I have to say that I was very against of end of life, or doing that. But me, when I have to deal with my dogs, and finally when I had to put down a dog, and I'm okay with it. I know that most Indian will say that, nope, I would like to see what is your views of end of life. If you see a dog or cat who's really paralyzed, and quality of life, do you think about the quality of life? Should you keep this alive, or should you think it's better to put him down, him or her? I would like to know your point of view.
So actually, putting down a animal, it's really a very difficult to know. or a very difficult thing to do for an animal lover. But
It's the
yes,
last
I
thing.
will. Yes, but
Last
yes,
thing.
I will not lie. I will not lie, because we have done one put down case. We have dealt with it uh,
Yeah.
2 years back. This baby's name was Simbu. We named her Simbu. We named him Simbu. He was suffering with distemper case, and after recovery, his both the eyes become blind, both the eyesight gone, and then his back leg was paralyzed, and then so many things. He was suffering like anything, and even also he was start biting on his own legs. Okay, and whenever we used to keep him in a cage. He was just 3.5 months baby. We used to keep him in a cage, but in cage also he was not comfortable. How he will become comfortable? He was blind. So I will not lie. We have done a single case till date. That is the truth. So it was a very difficult moment for every one of us. And yes, we have dealt with it. But I will not say that it's a good thing. I will not say that it's a good thing. No, it's not a good thing. We really can't do it on any way. So so many people have asked us also that my dog is become mad. I need to give him or her. I have to put down to sleep. So better I don't comment on it. I just say you just think twice before doing anything. Just discuss with the vet, because your vet will be the best guidance for you. You just go and talk with the vet. We can't really help you in that case, that kind of case. That's all.
But sometimes to end that suffering, we have to do that.
Yeah, I
Thank
totally agree. That's why I have added that I will not lie. We will not lie
But
that we
under
have
the
not done
supervision
this.
of vet, under the supervision of vet,
Yes,
because they will know
definitely.
it better that whether he will recover or not. And it is better if they suffer like this. It is better to put to sleep. But that's a hard decision for an
We
animal.
have
you.
we have 7 8 cases who were suffering like anything. We have in my home the dog was the full body was paralyzed. Full body was paralyzed, and his legs were swollen. That is swelling. His ear was that wound. That his knee were injured. But yes, we all are trying together to overcome from this situation. That's what.
Yes, exactly.
And one, Rohan, I have one more thing. It's not a question. I just a discussion. So I remember, I had a dog who has rheumatitis, arthritis, so he couldn't walk. So I used to carry him everywhere,
Okay.
and I had a bag for it. I used to feed him. I used to take him out. He used to eat. He used to bark. He's overall happy as such. That's what I thought. So, first, some people said, and this is quite often I heard from my friends, that, dog is to give you comfort and entertain you. So when it become work for you, you put him down. That's what was told to me. Okay. Because in Western world, you have the pet or a cat, they're to have, we human are selfish, right? So it seems to entertain and to make you feel good. When it become work for you, basically they generally put him or her down. All right. So of course I couldn't do that. I did not do that, and I had the dog for 6 more years. But the last 6 years, last year, last few years, a few months, I think I kept him alive for my own selfishness. I really now losing my two dogs, and I reflect that I think last few months, the last I become too Indian, and I was not able to let him go. I didn't want to let him go. I bought my Hindu Indian values. I was like not giving up. But if it's a human and I was in that equation, I would love to go. I would say that let me go, let me go and end my suffering, you know. And when there's, and I have several talk about it, and I counsel also about that, got therapy for that, because being a Hindu, it was very difficult. So it was basically to, because you can put a dog down. You may not be able to put a human down, but if you are able to put a dog or cat down, and when you know that they're suffering, quite often, that I was so attached to the dog, I did not wanted to let him go.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you go through the national protest, I think he was suffering. He died in my arm, but I did. It was hard. Like, he was not able to breathe, and he basically died. But the second dog, which has congestional heart failure quite a few times, and it was my love of my life. I just loved the dog, but I was afraid that he will die when I go to work. I didn't want him to die when I'm not there. I want him to die in my arms when I'm there, because for a dog, nothing could be, worse if he died without the parent.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
for me, I took him in my arm. He was jumping, running around. He had no clue, but I took him to the vet, and vet basically he died nicely in my arm, comfortably, suing. So I can remember the moment, and so nicely she went. Her death was painful, but it was smooth. She was not suffering,
You are
And
absolutely right. You are
after two
absolutely right.
experience, at that two experience, I feel that the first case, I should have put him down. Not the 6 years ago, but and few months ago, that where I think that he could have. So I just want to put it out there, because I think you cannot even tell any Indian about putting down. They're like, no, you don't do it. But I was also like that. But over my experience, I changed my opinion a little bit,
Yes, yes, yes.
So I just want to share that.
It needs a lot of courage actually.
Yes, it was
Definitely,
very painful.
definitely.
Yeah. And nowadays they have services. In fact, there's services. I do not know if Assam they will have, but in the US they have services. They will come to your house. They will come to your house, and they will come and put your dog down so that the dog can go in the home nicely rather than going to the hospital, pain for owner. They will put him down nicely, and you have a whole
Wow.
time to the dog, and he dies at home, along with you. Nothing could be better than that. So that services is available. And I wish I wish that somebody will hear this, and I hope that some young veterinarian will think that, okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to go and do that. I'll come to home. So anyway, I just want to put it out there. Rohan, back to you.
Right. So thank you, Melinda, for joining and sharing your experience. So, Prasant, Rupak, I have a question. Like I've got received a question from Anshuman. Any comments
Okay.
on buying dog rather than adopting Indians?
Can you repeat the question, Rohanda? Can you just repeat
Sure,
the question?
sure. So Anshuman says, any comments on buying dog rather than adopting Indians or the strays?
Yeah. So that's a very beautiful question asked by Anshuman. Yes. For me, adopting a dog means you are giving a new life. You are giving a new life, because being an animal lover, I can't see on my eyes that in front of my eyes, if, our babies are suffering. So I think adopting a dog is a much better option than buying a dog, because many people have not aware of that. Yes, it now again come to the point like
Awareness.
awareness and education, because there are so many yeah, our native breeds are available. Oh, people have not been hear about the names also. Like in south, you will find Chippy Parai, Model Hound.
Hmm.
That is there. That is another one
The
is that Gaddi Kutta. They all are not aware of that. So we need to create an awareness amongst us, so that we can we can come out from that problem. We can come on from that situation, and for us it become a problem. For others it maybe become a situation, but it becomes a problem for us, because maximum
Mhm.
cases we find in the road that there are so many abundant cases. It becomes whether it becomes Indian or it becomes a foreign breed also, we have seen
Mhm.
so many abundant cases.
Right.
And
Abundant.
Indian maximum cases are females, and
Mhm.
our people are not ready to adopt. But yes, there are some good hearted people who have adopted from us. Yes, in between 70-75 cases, 60-62 cases were female, 60-62
Mhm.
babies were female, and who have successfully done all the adoptions with all the hurdles. But we all are keeping all the hurdles aside. We what I always used to say that all the problems you need to keep aside, and you have to move forward. You have to
Right.
keep forward. You have to keep moving forward. That's what I believe.
Mhm.
Yes, Angshuman, I think I have answered your question, and you might get your answer, I think.
Right. So, moving towards my last question for the evening, like,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
is the toughest challenge that you people face on day-to-day activities? And I would also like to add on, like, how you people go about the funding, because I'm sure that, feeding and all, it comes with a pocket-friendly, expense, but when it comes to the treatment of the rescue or the rescue, it takes a lot of investment. So, how do you
Yes,
people manage funds too?
yes. So I would like to answer this. Most important, most difficult challenges we are facing right now is our shelter, because we
Mhm.
Shelter.
don't have shelter. And
Right.
as the days are going, as the days are coming, we
Mhm.
know that our cases will be higher than now.
Right.
And it's
Mhm.
going higher, it's going higher, because
With critical cases.
we
All are
have
critical.
right now we have, yes, all are critical. Because I just want to add, in my today's journey, we four people who have decided to work today. So we have
Mhm.
started our day work at 9:30 a.m. So we traveled around 18 kilometer in the city. Okay,
Mhm.
four places in around 18 kilometers in the city, and we have treated or we have given medications to all the animals. And it's a twice a day medicine. Some once a day. Some dogs are having once a day medications. Some
Mhm.
dogs are having twice a day medications. But you
Mhm.
have to go thrice a day. You have to feed them also, na? Along with the
Right.
medicines, you have to feed them. So we
Mhm.
need a shelter. We need a permanent shelter, at least where we can keep 20 to 25 dogs with a capacity, at least 20
Mhm.
to 25 dogs capacity, so that we
Right.
can manage within a time frame. Because
Mhm.
we all are working in a different sectors. We all are
Right.
working in different sectors. So we have our
Mhm.
own work also. And if we are not able to manage our jobs or our respective duties, then how we will run this group?
Right.
That's the main important thing. The most difficult thing we are facing right now is the shelter.
Mhm.
Like we are running out of a
And we have less resources also. Our resources are limited to
Right.
ourselves only. We don't have
space.
any
We are running
resources.
out of space. Yes, our corporate without Honda, you also know that if you are involving that he
Mhm.
has already mentioned that you are involved with a group. So you might
Mhm.
be you are, I think you will understand what I am trying to convey.
Right. Right. Right.
Mhm. So, and the most important thing, that's your second question, that is funding.
Mhm.
Um, before lockdown, before lockdown, from 2018 September 2018 to March 2020,
20.
we have continued our work from our own money only. In
Okay.
between, there were some people who helped us by
Mhm.
providing medicines, by providing donations. But
Mhm.
during lockdown, around 74 days, we have at a stress 74 days we have So people are supporting us. They are whenever and whatever they have the capacity. with their capacity. They are supporting us. And funding, yes, funding is the most important thing to run any group or to run a
Right.
NGO smoothly. So we are doing it from our own, and with the help of our volunteers also. We have a volunteers with us, some volunteers also. They are helping us. We have some people in our society who are regularly helping us by providing medicines, by providing funds also. That's how we are running. We are running our group. We are
Right.
continuing our work.
That's lovely. Okay, thank you, Rupak and Prasenjeet, for joining us for this session. It was, very fruitful talking with you people, talking about the
Yes,
initiatives
definitely.
of your organization.
Sure.
So, yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Thanks to Arazoni for arranging such a platform where at least we can talk freely, and at least this live session will ever many people where we can't go there, but by seeing the videos and all, or else your uh, pages also, so that people, maybe our people may get some awareness or some education for or that can change the mentality of our people, that can change the mentality of our society's people, so that we can work freely, we can work together, and we may get the full support from our neighbors also.
And we are sure that one day there will be cruelty-free world.
Yes,
Beautiful.
yes,
Hope for the same.
yes.
That's our main motto,
So,
and we are working as a family.
Yes.
eh, thank you, team, and
Thank you,
till
Rohonda and Team Arazoni, for arranging such a
Yeah,
beautiful program, for inviting us. Thank you so much from our entire team, and we'll definitely be in touch with you people. And
yeah.
hope we will wish that you will also be in our touch.
sure, definitely, we'll all
Sure,
together work as a family.
sure.
Thank you.
Thank you,
So,
Rohonda.
thank you.
Thank you.
So, to the viewers, I wish happy Gandhi Jayanti to all of you. I hope you are living to, with the principle of Mahatma Gandhi. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself into the service of others. So, thank you once again for connecting with us this evening, and we'll join you on the other session next Friday for the animal welfare. Thank you.
Thank you, Rohonda. Thank you, Team Arazoni. Thanks a lot.